Yahanna to the brothers, Shalom, Shamar, Lathan, by Shem, Yahushua to the sisters. This is the I.S.U.P.K Tuesday Brotherhood class. I'm Officer of 500 Rakar teaching today. And before we go ahead and get into today's topic, which is the black leaders have failed the black community, you understand? Anybody got any questions? Anybody got any questions online?
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
I was reading a few days ago through Numbers, and I just had a question as to like the year of the Jubilee. How exactly does that work? Like, do we still, celebrate that like every 50 years?
Well, it ain't really something that we celebrate, but yeah, every 50 years would be a Jubilee year. All right. Anybody else got any other questions?
It's like it, sir.
Go ahead.
To add on to Radar question, what is the Jubilee exactly? Like,
Okay. Well, the Jubilee, I know the Jubilee is every 50 years. I'll have to get more information on what exactly it is. I think it just stands for, like 50 years, you know what I'm saying? Number 50, but I got to get more information on that. So I couldn't really explain what it is. You want to try to look and see if you can look up in the Compact Bible Dictionary? I'm going to have a brother pull it in the Compact Bible Dictionary to see if we can get a definition of it. Anybody else got a question while he looked that up?
like it, sir.
Go ahead.
Like it, sir.
Go ahead. We got somebody just called in.
So it ain't nothing like the leap year. It's like the white man leap year. It ain't like.
No, it's not like it's not a leap year. No, it's not like every 4 years you got a leap year. It's not that. This is not like something that, comes off and on. It's nothing like the leap year. You know what I mean? You got a definition of it? Go ahead.
Jubilee, out of the Compact Zondervan Bible Dictionary, page 297. According to Leviticus 25, every 50th year in Israel was to be announced as a Jubilee year. 3 essential features characterize this year. First, liberty was proclaimed to all Israelites who were in bondage to any of their countrymen. The law provided that the price of slaves was to vary according to the proximity of the Jubilee year. Second, there was to be a return of ancestral possessions to those who had been compelled to sell them because of poverty. This, of course, excluded the possibility of selling a piece of land permanently. Provisions was made that the price of real property was to vary according to the proximity of the Jubilee year.
Right. So, according to the Jubilee, you know what I mean, if you sold some of your land but it wasn't permanently, it's just like, when you have a slavery, not when you have a slave, but you have a servant. If you have a brother that's a servant, for 7 years he'll be able to serve you, and then after the 7th year you must let him go. You know what I mean? Well, the Jubilee was established to be a worldwide scale. Well, this year, if you had a brother in servitude, then he is no longer a servant. You know what I mean? Or if you sold some type of ancestor thing to repay back for your debt and it wasn't permanently, then on the Jubilee year, that's when you'll be able to get it back. The Jubilee was established to keep, keep us from going poor. You know what I mean? Keep us to still have possessions in our hands. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the Jubilee was. Anybody else got another question? I know we had somebody just call in. Somebody else called in?
Salaki, yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Check.
All right. Anybody else called in? All right, no sweat. Nobody else got another question? All right, no sweat. We're going to get into today's topic, which is the black leaders. You know what I mean? The Christian pastors has failed the black community, man. You understand? You see all this rioting to this marching going on, and it was over, the brother George Floyd from getting a knee on his neck, dying from the cops, from the devils. You understand? You see all this going on, and nothing has changed, man. You know what I mean? Just what? A couple of days ago, they shot Rashad, a brother down in Atlanta off of Pryor Street. You know what I mean? They shot another brother cold-blooded in the back, man. You understand? The brother, you look at the video, the brother was clearly intoxicated. He said he could walk home, though. You know what I mean? What could have been at no more than a citation, you understand? They try to take advantage of the brother, and because the brother, damn near whooped their ass and took the taser, you know what I mean, from being out of anger, they shoot the brother in the back. Not giving a damn about none of the rioting, none of the Black Lives Matter going on. It's in their blood, man. You understand? No marching is gonna get you to do police reform, man. You understand? It's getting to the point to where you even see a lot of police resigning from office now, man. You know what I mean? The fact that they starting to get at least accountable in a smallest retrospect, they are starting to resign, man. They are starting to say, well, damn, if I can't join the police force to kill niggas, then why am I gonna be a police officer? You know what I mean? There's no reforming that, man. You understand? But all this marching going on, and the black leaders is the reason of why we're in this condition, man. Begging them for freedom, begging them to change when you see that they have no intent to change themselves, man.
Right.
You understand? No intent to have any remorse on the black community, man. You understand? So we're going to start off with Jeremiah 14:2. You understand? And a matter of fact, somebody pulled Jeremiah 14:2. And a matter of fact, it's crazy because, in the last week, they said, they seen 5 people hang themselves. 5 people get lynched. We know what it is, but they say it's a suicide.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? 5 brothers has just been lynched in the past week, man. You know what I mean? But yet we marching with the oppressor, talking about Black Lives Matter. When you seeing things get worse. You understand? That's the answer that your black leaders give you. The march. No solution, man. They have failed the black community. We are still getting murdered, man. You understand? Somebody give me Jeremiah 14:2 when you got it.
Sir.
Go ahead.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verse 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish.
Right, it says Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. What does it mean when it say the gates thereof languish? We know who Judah is. It says Judah is in mourning, man. You understand? The Israel man over there in Israel, the white man, the Jewish man over in Israel is not in mourning, man. They are over the whole world, man. You understand? They own all the businesses. They own all the banks, man. They is not mourning. But black people is constantly mourning because we getting preyed by all the other nations, man. Black people, Hispanic people is in constant mourning because the cops is killing us at an astronomical rate, man.
Damn right.
You understand? Donald Trump is in office, and now you got his the oppressors thinking that it's all out lynching. They trying to take it back to the 1900s, so like the 1600s in slavery, man, where they lynching brothers, man. You understand? They are now lynching brothers at a high number of rate, right in our faces, and just throwing them on trees, man. You understand? I thought since Martin Luther King had his little movement with the civil rights, we were supposed to be equal. You know what I mean? We're supposed to all get together, have equal rights, right? You know what I mean? Here it is today, and brothers is still getting lynched, man. And this and all while the Black Lives Matter movement is going on, but when a brother get lynched, they'll say what? That it was a suicide.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? I don't know no brother this day that if they decide to commit suicide is going to decide to hang themselves from a damn tree, man.
Straight up.
That don't make no sense. There is no brother. I refuse to believe that any brother or sister, you understand, that decide that they want to commit suicide will hang themselves from a tree, man. Knowing damn well what the history is on being lynched from a tree. You understand? But here it is, they rule it a suicide, man. Knowing damn well it's not a suicide. That's your Black Lives Matter, man. You understand? But it say Judah mourneth, man. That's because black and Hispanics, we are the ones that's in mourning, man. You understand? We the ones that's trying to fight for our rights. We the ones that's trying to fight to get out of these conditions, man. Not the Jewish man. You understand? And it says the gates thereof language. What does it mean by the gates thereof language?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
That means that our leadership has failed us. Salakia.
Right. It means our leadership has failed us, man, because what is a gate supposed to do? It's supposed to protect you. You understand? The gates is supposed to be there to keep you from what's on the outside, man. Keep you from the people that's trying to attack you. You understand? But it says that the gates of Judah, our leaders, is in language, man. They are not prominent. They are not doing anything to help the black community, man.
Right.
You understand? Your Christian pastors, the ones that say they is the man of God, those are the ones that people are supposed to go to for spiritual guidance. You know what I mean? For any type of counseling. You know what I mean? Any type of problems that they have in the black community, you're supposed to be able to go to your Christian pastor. But you can't go to your Christian pastor, man, because they can't do nothing for you. They don't care about you, man.
Right.
You understand? That's what it means by our gates thereof language, man. The black leaders have failed the black community, man. You understand? They kept preaching that they wanted the police in the neighborhood. You know what I mean? During the crack epidemic, it was your Christian pastor that prayed and begged the white man to come into our neighborhoods and police our neighborhoods. You know what I mean? It was your Christian pastor that was complaining about, you know, thievery and all this stuff, all the violence going on in the black community, and said the way to fix it is more police, man. You understand? And rather than them taking control and being a leader in the black community and showing the brothers how to do it, they said that they need more police in the community, man. You understand? And now that we got more police in the black community, they are killing us at an astronomical rate. And your Christian pastor has nothing to say for it, man. You understand? Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, all your black leaders have nothing to say for it, man. You understand? They're the reason why black people are vulnerable, man. You understand? They're the ones that pitch the oppression and the oppressor to be in our face as God, holding the oppressor up as if he's Christ, man. You understand? So now when we decide to look forward to white people and follow white people and we start to get destroyed, they have no answer, man. You understand? They just knew what they was doing was right. Now what they was doing was wrong. Leading black people into a trap, man. You understand? Salam no Christ. Somebody just called in.
Salakia Shanae.
How you doing, sis?
I'm doing so well.
All right, Most High in Christ. You understand? But read that again from the top.
Going on Wakanda, the book of Genesis, chapter 14, verse 2. Salakia, Jeremiah 14 and 2. Judah mourning, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground.
Right, they are black into the ground, man. You understand? Meaning Judah, you understand, the Israelites come in all shades, man. When you look at the ground, it comes in all shades. First of all, it lets you know that the Israelites is the black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, and not a damn white man with no pigmentation, man.
Right.
With no melanin, man. You understand? They are black into the ground, not white into the ground, man. You understand? But when you look at the ground, you see all shades of black, man. You see all shades of the ground, showing that black, Hispanic, and Native Americans is the Israelites according to the Bible, man. You understand? Keep going.
And the cry of Jerusalem is gone up.
Right, because the black and Hispanic people are crying now, man. You understand? It took until 2020, 400 years for all the black people to finally realize that we are under attack, man. You understand? We're under attack. Now, black people was protesting now, you understand? But I.S.U.P.K been protesting since 1969, man. Every week on the street, letting black people know who our enemy is, man. You understand? If everybody were to listen to the I.S.U.P.K, we wouldn't be in this condition right now.
Right.
You understand? But yet we still want to listen to our Christian pastor that's telling us to go march with them, man. You understand? I'm going to tell you right now, the oppressor cannot stop these police from hunting us down, man. They can't. It don't matter how much you defund the police, you know what I mean, the police organization. It don't matter how much you do any of that. They still not going to stop them from killing black people, man. You understand? It's just not going to happen, man. And with the marches, you should realize with the rioting, you should realize why you shouldn't be with white people, as a matter of fact, because we sitting here rioting, we sitting here have brothers, you know, marching with the white people, but the white people, the Antifa, they the ones that's starting all the rioting. Right. They the ones that's starting all the destruction and having people blame the black community, man. You understand? They killed the brother, Rashad at the Wendy's. The cops killed them, and they wanted to go protest, and then the Wendy's burned down. Come to find out, it was a white lady that burned down the Wendy's,
right.
man. You know what I'm saying? White people is using this as a movement to be able to just wreak chaos, man. To wreak destruction. And then not have themselves blaming on the black people, man. You understand? They don't understand the true cause of why black people is trying to stand up for black lives, man. They don't understand it, man. You understand? How can they understand it? You got some white people that's just now finding out that black people is in an uproar. You know what I mean? Black people was actually being attacked. There's some white people that knew it. It's them same white people that knew what they'll be the ones saying affirmative action. Oh, it's equal. You know what I mean? Oh no, we don't have a head start. Everything is equal now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Them white people is now realizing that wait, they did have an advantage over us, man. You understand me? And that's why they can't understand the black people problem. If it's just taking you just till 2020 to figure out black people's under attack, you don't care about black people, man. And you never will. You understand?
Right.
Give me Jeremiah 23:1. Somebody go to Jeremiah 23:1. And read that when you got it. Because this is on your pastors, man. When you see what's going on in the black community, you have only but to blame the pastors, man. You don't blame. We're not gonna blame the children out there that doing what they was grown up on. You understand? We blame the Christian pastors, man, because those was the ones that's supposed to teach the little boys, man. Those was the ones that's supposed to show them not to destroy, not to, you know what I mean, be out there selling drugs. You understand? Not to be out there, you know what I mean, doing all types of crime against the black community, man. You understand? They were supposed to teach them how to serve the Lord, man. That's what they call themselves, men of the Lord, right? They saw them men of God, right? You understand? But your Christian pastor is just a damn homosexual, man.
Right.
You understand? Read that when you got it. Jeremiah 23:1.
Sir.
Go ahead.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23, verse 1. Woe be unto the pastor.
Right, now everybody
that
know what
destroy.
woe means, right? Woe means destruction. It say destruction into your to the pastors, man. You understand? Keep going.
Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture.
Right, and that's what they do, man. That's why it's destruction against your Christian pastor, because they scatter the sheep, man. You understand? They supposed to be gathering all the people together. You understand? They supposed to be bringing the black community together and building the black community. Instead, they scattering it, man, and destroying it on top of it, man. You understand? We listen to you see the black people doing the things that they doing. It's only because they listening to their Christian pastor, man.
Right.
You understand? It's only because they know in their mind they think that they can do whatever they want, but as long as they go to church on Sunday, everything is good.
Right.
You know what I mean? Well, if your Christian pastor taught the Bible, man, if he actually taught the Bible and taught to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, you won't have to worry about that, man. If the Christian pastor taught you who your enemy was, you won't have to worry about us trying to integrate into them, man. You understand? Like we always say during the Black Wall Street, you understand, with Tulsa, Oklahoma, we had our own community, man. We had black businesses, man. You understand? It wasn't no support, no black businesses then because all the businesses was black, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? We just staying with ourselves, man. That's what we need to get back to. That's what your Christian pastor need to be teaching, man. Getting back to having our own. You understand? Not trying to beg the oppressor to get a little piece, but to just have our own, man. You understand? Keep reading.
Verse 2. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God of Israel, against the pastors that feed my people. Ye have scattered my flock and driven them away.
Right, and how do your Christian pastor drive away the flock, man? You're supposed to bring the flock. You're supposed to bring the flock to the Lord, but how does your Christian pastor drive them away? Go ahead.
One of the things I believe they do is by telling them that the law is dead.
Right, damn right, man. That's the main thing that they do. Telling them that you don't got to keep the law, man.
Yeah, right.
If we knew to keep the law, you know what we would do? We would be separate from white people, man.
Right.
You understand? Because it is a part of the law for us to be separate, man. To be holy, man. You understand? If we knew that, we wouldn't have to worry about these conditions that we in. We wouldn't have to worry about the white man killing us. We'll be able to police our own neighborhoods, man. You understand? That's what your Christian pastor did. Instead of begging the police and the government to bring more police in, they should have set up to where we police our own neighborhood, man. You understand? That's how you stop the killings from the cops. You police yourself, man. You understand? So be a known thing that, you know what? we not gonna destroy ourselves because we gotta grow. We gotta grow as a community. You understand? Putting another person over you, putting another nation over you, is not gonna help black people, man.
Right.
You understand? But telling the white man, like, you gotta understand, even with this whole rioting movement, what is the end results of all this marching that they was doing? You know what I mean? Anybody know the end result of the marching?
So like you said,
Go ahead.
the end result is nothing but keeping us at bay, making us stay, making us stay controlled and peaceful.
Okay, I know we know the end result is futile, you know what I mean? It's for vain. But what do they think is the end result? Like, what are they saying now? Now that they did all this marching, what are they saying is the next thing to do?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
They still want to come together with this bastard. Salakia.
Right, that's true, but it's a specific thing that's going on now that they say, okay, we done marched. Now it's time to, what's that next thing? Go ahead.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Salakia. Vote.
Right, they're saying now it's time to vote, man. You telling me that that's the end all be all? That's it now. We done marched to get all black people to muster up to go vote. That's your Christian leader, man. You know what I mean? When you listen to your Christian pastor, that's what you think that you can only thing that you think that you can do, man. March with white people and then go vote, man. You understand? Go ahead.
It's so heavy that you say that. I was there watching an interview with this pastor from North Carolina, Barber, the pastor Barber, the dude, the big guy. Anyway, that was his main focus. Now we got this uproar. We need to focus this energy on the polls on November the 3rd. Salakia.
Right, you know what I'm saying? They saying now we got all the black people in this one little Black Lives Matter movement. Now we need to all go vote. Black people, I'm gonna tell you something. Black people been voting, man. You understand? We been voting, man. You understand? Whatever percentage you want to say, more than 50% of black people go and vote, man. You understand? And nothing changes. Nothing has changed. It don't matter if it's a Democrat in the office or a Republican in office.
Right.
The common denominator is black people is still getting murdered, man.
Right.
You understand? Obama was in office when people thought it was a black president. Now we know he is thinking African, but even when Obama was in office, black people were still getting murdered, man. It ain't like this. It just came during the Trump. It ain't even like they turned it up. It's been black people been getting murdered, man.
Right.
Been getting arrested at an astronomical rate, man. You understand? So now that everybody's doing this Black Lives Matter marching, now's the time to go vote. Vote for who? Donald Trump and Joe Biden? You know what I mean? Joe Biden signed off on the 3-strike rule, man. You know what I mean? The 3 strikes and they just throw the book at you, you in jail for life. Joe Biden had a hand in that, man. You understand? Joe Biden don't give a damn about black people. So that's who y'all gonna vote for. Now at this point, you just choosing what slave matter you better want to serve, man.
Right.
At the end of the day, you still gonna be serving, man. Joe Biden is not gonna be able to help black people no more than Donald Trump. As a matter of fact, I'd rather have Donald Trump in office because you know what? At least I know he's a racist, man. At least he makes it be known that he's a racist. He don't try to hide it. You know what I mean? It makes it easier for black people to see what the hell's going on in this community, man. It makes it easier for them to realize that, damn, these people is against us. You understand? But it don't matter. It don't even matter. It don't matter who in office, man. You know what I mean? It's like it gets to the point to where people saying go vote. Well, you trying to tell me that, okay, let's say if black people voted before Donald Trump was in office and Hillary Clinton was in office, you telling me it would be any different? No, it wouldn't be no different, man. What is voting going to do for black people, man? You understand? But that's what you'll believe you got. That's the only thing that you can do when you listen to your Christian pastor. You understand? It would have been so much more powerful if your Christian pastors came out and said, now that we got all these black people together, now it's time to separate.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? Have some integrity about themselves because that'll be a better method than going to vote. You know what I mean? We've been voting, man. It seemed like they made this whole movement just to be a campaign situation where they just campaigning. The Democrats are just campaigning votes now. That's what they done made this whole movement for. You understand? Go ahead.
It's like each time we vote on, our people, how they have voted in the past, each president gets worse.
Right, damn right. You know what I mean? It's, every time they mustered up black people to go vote, the black people conditions get worse than worse, man. You understand? They don't get better, man. You understand? That's damn right. Somebody else said Salakia earlier.
Kind of one concept.
Go ahead.
On this premise of voting, the thing that angers me so much is the fact that we don't see what we're doing is insanity. You know, understanding that the definition is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. We've only been voting for less than 65 years legally. And on each voting cycle, the main premise is, how do we get more black and brown voters? If it were that voting was so good, they wouldn't have to make the campaign always to cater to black and brown. It would just be to everyone as a whole. So the same thing is done every single voting cycle, and we act like we cannot see that they're doing the exact same thing and that nothing changes. It's as though they're brainwashed.
Right, and they try to make you seem like black votes matter. Black votes don't matter, man, because you know what? Hillary won the popular vote. You know what I mean? But still, Donald Trump got voted in because of electoral vote, man. We already know this. You understand? Even the black people out there voting, even our people out there voting, knows that it's the electoral college that actually counts. But you want to know why they want to put a hype around black people voting? Because it makes us feel like we taking a part in something. It's to pacify black people, man. Instead of taking it into our own hands and coming up with our own movements, coming up with our own ideas of how we can change our conditions, just vote. You know what I mean? It makes a black person that knows that they can't do nothing feel like they did something, man. You understand? That's why they want black people to vote. It's to make us feel like we being proactive in the community. We changing something. You understand? But when really nothing changes, man. Somebody said Salakia?
Yeah, kind of will come, man. It's heavy that we bringing this topic out about voting. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't realize, like just going back on, like, it's been less than 60 cycle, nothing changes. But it's like, we give our everything to serve this country. All the treaties that we've been signed, all the forgiveness that you know, from the murders of our oppressors that they've been doing to us, all the forgiveness that we've been giving them, and not one vote did we benefit off the benefits from voting itself. And then it's like, you know, when it comes to our ancestors paving the way for us to vote, they don't want to go and think about, you know, our ancestors gave their life for us to have these records that are in the Bible. So if that was worth dying for, what is it that they're not telling us that we ought to be paying attention to in the scripture? You know, and you know, whenever you vote somebody in office, whatever laws that they end up passing that you're against, you still are responsible for putting that president in office. You know, if you're gonna vote for somebody, you're gonna ride it out to all 4 years of that term, regardless of what is not right, what they bring to the world. You still stand for that. A lot.
Right, damn right. And just like you said, it's one thing that you said in there that's a misconception. You know what I mean? A lot of people when you talk about, you know, if you black in America and you say you don't vote, you know, all the other black people like to make you feel bad about it. And one of the main things they say that's a misconception is what? Our ancestors died for this right to vote. I'm going to just be real with you. Our ancestors did not die for the right to vote, man. You understand? Because you could ask our ancestors back when they was getting raped, robbed, and murdered by the oppressor, they would separate from the white man. You understand? They wouldn't tell you that, oh, we dying to vote. They will actually separate from the white man. You understand? And that's what we need to do. But what you said was definitely true, man. You understand? Somebody give me Ezekiel 33:6. Somebody just called in? Quadazah? All right. This your first class?
No, I usually say my name Jimmy, but I used to be in school and it was what girl Quatazah.
All right, no sweat. All right, just put your phone on mute. You got any questions or comments, take it off, say Salaki, and we'll get you in here, all right? All right, Most High in Christ. Somebody got Ezekiel 33 and 6 for me?
One God.
Go ahead.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 33, verse 6. But the watchman see the sword come, and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come, and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity. But his blood will I require at the watchman's hand.
Right, you understand? Now, your Christian pastor is supposed to be the watchman. You know what I mean? Those, they say they're the men of the Lord, right? They say that they serve God, right? You understand? Those are supposed to be the ones set to watch over the nation, man. To watch over Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, man. To protect the Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. You understand? You know, and if you call yourself a watchman, you have a job to do. And that's to warn the people, man. Read that verse from the top again.
Under one God. Ezekiel 33, verse 6. But if the watchmen see the sword come,
right, stop
blow
right
not
there.
the trumpet.
It say if the watchmen see the sword come, man. You understand? When it means by the or see the sword come, they see destruction coming to our people, man. They see that the oppressors and all these other nations is coming to destroy our people, man. You understand? And it ain't hard to see, man. You understand? No matter how much you want to be in denial about the white man or about the oppressor, you see that they mean to harm Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, man.
Right.
They mean to destroy Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. They mean to murder Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, man. You understand? Even your Christian pastors can see it, man. You understand? And when they see it, it says in the Bible that they got a job to do. Keep going.
And blow not the trumpet.
Right, but they don't blow the trumpet, though. They supposed to blow the trumpet. When they say blow the trumpet, it's a noise. It's noise that you're supposed to make to warn the people that destruction is coming, man. You understand? You're supposed to be telling the people what who's the enemy, man. Who to separate yourself from. Who to beware of. Not who to love. You understand? When it comes to other nations, they can do whatever they want. But when it comes to Black people retaliating, oh, you gotta love. Let them be the ones to be against the most, or be against God. We're gonna serve the God and we're gonna love. You know what I mean? Let them do all the wrong. You know what I mean? Like your Christian pastor wants you to just get on your knees and accept the ass whooping, man. You understand?
Right.
What type of nonsense is that? What type of weak leadership is that? How can you lead people by just telling them to bow down and accept the ass whooping, man?
Salakia?
You understand? Go ahead. Somebody said Salakia?
That's Salakia. That's not my phone, is it?
No, somebody said Salakia. I'm not sure.
Salakia, so that was me. It went silent for a moment, sir. Salakia, I thought that we lost the connection.
All right, ain't no sweat. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no sweat. But yeah, your Christian pastor wants you to just bow down and accept the ass whooping, man. Keep getting beat. You understand? And don't say nothing about it. What type of weak nonsense is that, man? They supposed to warn the people what's going. They're supposed to warn the people and let them know that the enemy is at hand, man. They wish to destroy Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. It's time that we do something about it. It's time that we separate. It's time that we stop giving white people the love and give our own people the love, man. You understand? But your Christian pastor will have you just give the white man the love and hate your own brothers. That's what your Christian pastor teach you. To hate Black people, but to love your oppressor, man. Right. You understand? Keep going.
On God. And the people be not warned.
Right, and the Black community is not warned, man. The Black community still to this day, we see the cops murdering us and killing us, and this is bigger than the cops. I'm gonna let you know that right now. This is a racial thing going on. You understand? They still hanging people in parks and on trees today, man. You understand? 5 Black people got hanged within the last week, man. They letting you know that this is a racial thing, man. You understand? But your Christian pastor don't warn you. You understand? Your Christian pastor will have you holding hands, marching down the street, yelling Black Lives Matter, man. When we still getting hanged, when we still getting shot. I seen a post where it says, since the George Floyd death, cops killed 120 brothers, man. Since then, it's nothing changing, man. You understand? It's nothing changing. It's nothing changing, man. You understand? The people is not warned. We still don't know. We have an idea, but we don't know that it's all the oppressor, man. It's like we trying to separate between the good oppressors and the bad oppressors. That's what we in the process of doing. We realize that, okay, it is some racist white people that want to kill us, but we trying to separate the good between the bad. Whereas we could just put them all in a box and just stay away from them altogether, man.
Right.
That's how you fix the problem. Just put them all in the box and just stay away from them, man. You understand? Keep reading.
Fellow and God, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity.
Right, you understand? Just like the general said, the oppressor got power to do the things that he do. But he don't got power over the grass, man. I'm paraphrasing in Revelation. He don't got power to destroy the Lord's chosen, man. The Lord's people that comes into the truth. He don't got the power to kill us. You understand? We're the ones that's protected by the Lord.
Right.
You understand? But if the other brothers out there that we do fight for, they taken away in their iniquity. You know what I mean? They not serving the Lord. They get taken away in their iniquity. But it don't make it right for what the oppressor is doing, murdering them, man. You understand? Keep going.
Fellow and God, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand.
Right, but that blood, they're going to be taken away because of their iniquity. But that blood is going to be on the watchman's hand, man. That blood is going to be on your Christian pastor, man. Because your Christian pastor was supposed to warn them. You understand? Your Christian pastor was supposed to let them know who the enemy is, man. The Christian pastor was supposed to let you know that you are Israelite, man. That you are chosen to follow the Most High, man. You're supposed to be power over this earth, man. Not subservient to the oppressor, man. You understand? That's going to be on your Christian pastors, man. Because they is not leading the black people how they should, man.
Right.
You understand? Your Christian pastors will turn over all their churches to the I.S.U.P.K. and we'll get black people off these problems, man. We have the solution to get black people out of these conditions, man.
Right.
Your Christian pastor don't, man. You understand? All he care about is money, man. Drop that and give me Isaiah 56 and 9. Drop that and give me Isaiah 56 and 9. Somebody read it when you got it.
God on the Wakah, sir.
Go ahead.
It's Isaiah 56 and 9. All ye beasts of the field, come to devour. Yea, all ye beasts in the forest.
Right, you understand? What is that talking about? What does it mean when it say all ye beasts of the field come to devour? Go ahead.
All the beasts they're talking about the other nations coming to devour us.
Right, damn right, man. And that's because you're a Christian pastor, man. You understand? Your Christian pastor, the black leaders is used to have the Israelites, the black, Hispanic, and Native Americans be devoured, man.
Right.
You understand? They don't have our best interests in heart. They are used as a pawn by the oppressor to keep us pacified so we can keep getting devoured by all the other nations, man. You understand? The Christian pastor want us to be in a melting pot where we all get along. But when black, Hispanic, and Native Americans decide that they want to be in the melting pot with all the other nations, you just leave yourself to be destroyed by all these nations, man. You leave yourself to be taken advantage of by all these other nations, man. You understand? There is no society that you can name that black people benefit from being in the melting pot with all these other nations, man. You understand? It's not going to happen. We are not meant to be in the melting pot all together, kumbaya with all the other nations, man. For what? You understand? We think, how do we think in our mind in 2020 that us coming together and being with all nations is going to get us out of the conditions that we in? They the ones that put us in the conditions, man. We got to get out of this mentality of thinking that the ones that put us in these conditions is going to be the same ones to get us out of it. It don't make sense, man. You understand? It don't make sense. If they put us in these conditions, that means that they want us to be in these conditions, man. Right. That means that they benefit off of us being in these conditions, man. If they benefit off of it, what makes you think that they're going to give away their beneficiary? You understand? What makes you think they're going to give away their power? It don't make sense. If they did all this to bring us over here, to have us enslaved, what make you think one day they're going to say, you know what, maybe we should just stop? It's not going to happen, man. You understand? But the Christian pastor is the reason why all these beasts come to the field and devour. Read that verse again.
It's the book Isaiah 56:9. All ye beasts of the field come to devour. Yea, all ye beasts in the forest.
Right, keep going.
Verse 10. His watchmen are blind.
Right, that's the watchman. That's your Christian pastor, man. You understand? Your Christian pastor is blind, man. You understand? Keep going.
They are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs.
Right, you understand? Your Christian
cannot
pastor
walk.
is blind. And what does it say about the blind? The blind leading the blind, man. You understand? That's what we are when we go to church and we listen to the Christian pastors.
Right.
We are the blind being led by the blind, man.
Right.
You understand? Because they don't see what's going on, man. They don't care. It's not even that they don't see what's going on. They don't care what's going on, man. You understand? All they care about is they check. They care about them getting that tithe money. That's all they care about, man. They don't care about actually helping the people. You understand? They don't care about actually doing something and standing up for Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. You understand? They know how they get their money. And they get their money by pimping black people, man. Pimping and prostituting the Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans to these other nations, man. You understand? Read that from the top again.
It's Isaiah chapter 56, verse 10. His watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs. They cannot bark. Sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber.
Right, you understand? It says they are all ignorant, man. They're all dumb dogs. Why do they call your Christian pastor a dumb dog that can't bark? Go ahead.
Because basically, like, that's just like you having a dog in your crib, right? If anybody come over there, the dog don't bark.
Right, damn right. Because what's the dog supposed to do? The dog is supposed to bark. Why does a dog bark? To warn you, man. You understand? That's like you buying, just like the brother said, that's like you buying, a pit or whatever type of dog breed you like, a guard dog. And you got a guard dog, and the guard dog is supposed to do what? Guard your house. Somebody come up to your doorstep, somebody, damn near, if somebody come to not even your doorstep, somebody come to your driveway, the dog's supposed to hear that and just immediately start barking immediately.
Right.
To let you know, first of all, you can't come in here. This is not the house that you can go ahead and attack or burglarize or, rob. You cannot come in this house, man. That's what your Christian pastor's supposed to be doing. But they are dumb dogs, man. Because they can't bark. They don't want to bark, man. They don't want to warn the people, man. You understand? They supposed to be letting the people know, man. You understand? It gets to the point to where you see all these things going on that you would just hope that one day that they will have some type of remorse or some type of, some type of, what's the word I'm looking for? Some type of, symphony? Go ahead.
Sympathy or empathy.
Yeah, empathy, right. You expect them to have some type of empathy to feel some type of way towards all the things that's going on in the black community, that they'll finally say something. You know what I mean? They'll finally look at the things that's going on and say, okay, enough is enough. Now I got to say something. Now, you know what? I actually got to do something about it. Now I got to actually warn the people. I got to, man up for my wrongs, my wrongdoings. Go ahead. You said Salakia?
It's so heavy that you bring out that point. Our so-called leadership in our community, they have, followed our oppressor so long that they have turned into a beast themselves. And when you get to looking at animals don't have feelings. They just go and do what they do. Salaki.
Right, damn right, man. You understand? You got all types of oppressors and calling, the rioters animals. They call black people animals, but really they the damn animals, man. That's why the verse called them beasts of the field, man. You understand? They the ones that's animals preying on black people, man. You understand? But read that again from the top.
It's Isaiah 56, verse 10. His watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs. They cannot bark. Sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber.
Right, that's good for nothing, man. You got a picture, you got a guard dog that you don't bought the dog to protect the family, man. You know what I mean? You bought the dog to be able to protect the family. You a brother. You go out. You got your rib and your children at home. So when you away, you understand? If somebody were to rob your house, you got the dog to go and attack, bark, warn the family, and go out and attack the dog to protect the family. But instead, you got a dog that just want to lay there and sleep. You know what I mean? Somebody come and break in your house and rob your house, and you expecting the dog to hop into action, but the dog just laid down sleeping, looking at him. You know what I mean? Watching them rob the black people, man. That's your Christian pastors, man. You understand? They just sit there, lay down, and watch us get steamrolled over by the other nations, not saying anything, man.
Right.
You understand? That's a good-for-nothing dog, man. You understand? That's a good-for-nothing person, man. You understand? Keep reading. Read the next verse.
God out of Wakar, verse 11. Yea, they are greedy dogs, which can never have enough.
Right, stop right there. They are greedy dogs, man, which can't have enough, man. You would think that after all the money that they done accumulated over time, that finally they will have the means to come out and say something. The means to come out and say, okay, I know I've been teaching that God loves everybody, this and that, but enough is enough, man. Eventually, you would think that they would be like, man, I done already made 20 million, 30 million, how much ever million they made off of black people, that maybe I should just go ahead and say something now. But no, man, they are greedy. They never have enough, man. If it means all black people die, well, to hell with it. That's how they think. To hell with it. They'll just grab the money. They'll just take the money, man.
Right.
You understand? Keep going.
And they are shepherds that cannot understand.
Right. They don't understand black people problems, man. You understand? They don't understand they like to separate themselves from black people. That's what a lot of rich people do. That's what a lot of rich black people do, man. They try to separate themselves from black people, as if they don't understand the problems that we go through. You understand? Well, that's your Christian pastor, man. You understand? They don't understand. They don't understand that if we keep serving these white men, we keep serving these oppressors, and we keep trying to be joined hand in hand with them, eventually we're going to all be destroyed, man. You understand? Keep going.
They all look to their own way, everyone for his gain from his quarter.
Right. They all look to their own way, man. You understand? They don't look at black, Hispanic, and Native Americans and see the things that we go through. They don't contemplate on, you know what I mean, the troubles that we go through. They only looking about themselves. They only worried about themselves, man. You can't call yourself a watchman or, you know what I mean, a man of God that's supposed to be looking over the people, and all you care about is your damn self, man. You understand? When the I.S.U.P.K, we come into school to serve our nation, man. We don't come into the school to serve ourselves. We come into school to serve the people, man. You understand? To watch over the people, to help the people. We don't go out because, you know what I mean, for our own benefits. You understand? But your Christian pastor, all they care about is their damn self, man. You understand? Drop that. Give me 10 and 12. Give me 10 and 12. Because this is the only reason why they call themselves a Christian pastor and a man of God anyway. You understand? Give me John 10 and 12. Pull that when you got it.
Sir.
Go ahead.
It's the book of John, chapter 10, verse 12. But he that is an hireling, and not the shepherd, whose own the sheep are not, seeth the wolf coming, and leaveth the sheep, and fleeth.
Right, it says, but...
And the wolf...
Right, start there. It said, but he that is a hireling, what's a hireling? Go ahead.
The worker.
How better? You right, but give a better explanation of a hireling. A hireling is someone who works for money specifically. You know what I mean? It's someone that you hire that's only working, only doing a job for money, man. You understand? It says, but he that is a hireling and not the shepherd, that's your Christian pastor, man. They are not the shepherd. Because what is a shepherd supposed to do? A shepherd is supposed to watch the flock. You know what I mean? You're supposed to watch the sheep. But a hireling is this because they getting money, man. They don't care about the sheep. You understand? Go ahead.
The definition of a hireling, a person employed to undertake menial work. And the second part of it is a person who works purely for material reward.
Right, you understand? A person that works purely for reward, man. You understand? The Christian pastor is only a Christian pastor because he's getting money, man. You understand? He don't actually care about the people. He don't actually want the people to be closer to the Lord. It's a new pimping game for him, man. That's why a lot of them wear the damn purple suits, man. There used to be a pimp on the street, and now they decided they want to get money a better way, a legal way, by pimping the people, man. Go ahead.
Could hireling also be similar to like a mercenary? Like they do a job for money?
Nah, mercenary will more along the lines be someone who's like in a war. You know what I mean? Mercenary goes along the lines of like fighting a war for money. You know what I mean? Like a soldier for hire. The hireling is just you don't necessarily gotta be you going to war or what I mean you in some type of battle. A mercenary deals with going to war. You hiring somebody, you hiring an army or a platoon or something like that to do war. You understand? Like how like the Middle Easterns be hiring mercenaries to bomb America and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Or fight America in a war or something like that. So no, it wouldn't be the same thing. But they do both work for money. You know what I mean? But keep reading on the verse. Read it from the top again.
It's the book of John, chapter 10, verse 12. But he that is an hireling and not the shepherd, whose own the sheep are not.
Right, you understand? Whose own the sheep are not, man. You understand? Meaning, you're Christian. We are not the Christian pastors, man. He don't care about us. You understand? He don't care a damn about Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. If he did, he would do something about it. You understand? The Christian church done accumulated, what is it, 300 billion or million? Over the years, they done accumulated like $300 billion, and not any more black schools is made. You understand? Black people still don't own no own businesses. They didn't do anything for the black community, man. Out of all that money that they accumulated. But you know what they can do? Go buy them a $65 million jet. That's what they can do.
Right.
You understand? Keep going.
See if the wolf coming.
Right, they see the wolf coming. They see the white man coming to attack and kill black people, man. You understand? They see that we are under attack by the police organization, which is really white supremacy, man. You understand? Keep going.
And leave it the sheep and flee.
And that's what they do, man. They leave us, man. They don't stand to protect like the I.S.U.P.K do. They leave, man. You understand? Keep going.
And the wolf catches them and scattereth the sheep.
Right, and that's what's going on with black people, man. You understand? We are falling for the trap. Like, go ahead, sis.
For that verse, we're reading on verse 12. Can we use Matthew 7 and 15 as a precept?
Somebody can hold this and pull Matthew 7 and 15. Go ahead.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 15. Beware of false prophets. But inwardly, they are raven wolves.
Is that it on it?
Oh, come on, sir.
All right, read it. I'm going to have y'all Ron read it real quick. Read it for me.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 15. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing.
Right, that's your Christian pastor, man. False prophets that come to you in sheep's clothing, man. They appear as if they one of us. They appear as if they black people, that they actually care about black people.
Yes, sir. That's a wool suit.
Right, you know what I'm saying? They appear as if they actually have your best interests at heart, that they want to lead you to God. That's what they appear as. You know what I mean? Keep going.
But inwardly, they are ravening wolves.
Right. Inwardly, though, they're a ravening wolf, man. You understand? That's why the Lord said He sent us out as sheep into the wolves, man. Because we are the sheep. You understand? We are the sheep in a Israelite school, universal practical knowledge, and we sent out there to wolves, man. Because that's what we got to deal with. That's why a lot of people like the Christian pastor more than they like us. You understand? Because they're a cunning wolf, man. We tell you like it is straight. You know what I mean? We don't butter it up. We don't fix it up. We don't make it sound good. You understand? We just tell you it how it is, man. But your Christian pastor is gonna butter you up, man. You understand? Keep reading on that. Oh, y'all did on that? Yeah, that's a perfect precept that you can use for that, sister. That's a perfect precept. You understand? Get me back to John 10 and 12. Read verse 13.
It's the book of John, chapter 10, verse 13. The hireling fleeth, because he is an hireling, and cares not for the sheep.
Right, and that's your Christian pastor, man. It's in the Bible. The Bible told you that he don't give a damn about you. If you don't want to take my word for it, this is what the Bible's saying, man.
Yeah, right.
They don't care about black people, man. They don't care about black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. They never have and they never will, man. You understand? They just out to hustle black people, man. They'll take all the black money from you. You know what I mean? They'll take your whole paycheck, but won't do nothing to help you, man. That's your Christian pastor, man. That's the black leaders, man. You understand? That's your black leader. That's the icons, all the black icons that black people look up to, like Jay-Z. You know what I mean? I ain't hear nothing from Jay-Z in a while. You know what I mean? I know he was, the last thing I heard from him was he said, we done kneeling. We done kneeling. We moved past kneeling. But it seemed like Black Lives Matter done brought the kneeling back. He ain't say nothing. You know what I mean? I thought he was done with it. Now the NFL saying that they had it wrong. Now the NFL saying that they made a mistake. You understand? But that's what Jay-Z do, man. Try to get money, man. They don't care about black people, man. You understand? Drop that. Give me Ezekiel 34 and 2. We're going to go to Ezekiel. We got all these scriptures in the Bible that talks about your Christian pastor. You understand? And how they will have destruction coming to them for the hand that they done played in the destruction of the black community, man. You understand? We don't got no men to defend the black community because the Christian pastor told the black woman to get rid of the man.
Right.
You understand? If we would have had more men in our family, in our households, then maybe we'll raise our boys to be men and not be joining hand in hand with the white man. You understand? At one point in time, the black family was strong, man. But the Christian pastor done had his hand in destroying the black family, man. You understand? And now it's trickling down to us being destroyed day by day as you see, man. You understand? You would think in the whole midst of this Black Lives Matter movement, you ask people, well, what is the Black Lives Matter movement for? It's for to make change, you know what I mean? Social or system reform. You understand? All this system reform, but like I said, black people are still getting lynched. You know what I mean? Black people are still getting shot. Here in Atlanta, where we at right now, a black man got shot by the cops during the Black Lives movement, man. You understand? An unarmed, or he had a taser, but a taser is not considered a deadly weapon. It's not considered lethal force. You understand? And they shoot him in the back 3 times, man. You understand? Somebody got that for me? Give me Ezekiel 34 and 2.
Hold on one time.
Go ahead.
The book of Ezekiel. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 34, verse 2. Son of man, prophesy against the shepherds of Israel.
Right, and that's what we're supposed to do. When you come into the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, and you, especially when you become an officer, you're supposed to prophesy against the wicked Christian pastors, man. You understand? That's why we talk about Christian pastors so much. This is a job to do if you want to serve the Lord. We gotta let the people know who is taking partake, who is having a hand in the partake of the destruction of the black community, which is your Christian leaders, man.
Right.
You understand? Keep going.
Another one, kind. Prophesy, saying to them, thus saith the Lord Yahanna unto the shepherds.
Right, and this ain't me. This is the Most High, man. You understand? This is what the Lord say. Keep going.
Another one, kind. Woe be to the shepherds of Israel that do feed themselves. Cannot the shepherds feed the flocks?
Right. Yeah, that's what your Christian pastor do. He feed himself, man. He'll buy his wife a Lamborghini truck. You know what I mean? He'll make sure he will make sure his children have their college paid for. You know what I mean? He'll make sure that their children got the nicest clothes, the nicest gifts, the nicest everything, man. That's what they do. They do feed themselves, man. He'll come in there with a thousand, couple $1,000 Armani suit. He'll come in there with the suit on, man. You understand? You see all types of crazy things what these Christian pastors doing nowadays. Keep going.
Chapter 1, verse 3. Ye eat the fat, and ye clothe you with the wool. Ye kill them that are fed, but ye feed not the flock.
Right, you understand? They are fat, man. They have all the, you know what I mean, all the resources, all the things that they need, man. But they don't give to the people, man. They don't feed the flock. You're supposed to feed the flock, man. You're supposed to make sure your people are okay. Somebody shouldn't come to you and ask for, ask to get their rent paid because they can't pay their bills, and then you tell them, just pray on them. Talk to God. You understand? That makes no sense. And the I.S.U.P.K. Commander General Yahanna helps the people, man.
Right.
You understand? We have food drives. Commander General Yahanna pays rent, man. He pays brothers and sisters rent. You understand? That's what you're supposed to do if you're supposed to call yourself being over the people, man. Being a leader of the people. You understand? Keep going.
Chapter 1, verse 4. The disease have ye not strengthened.
Right, the disease have he not strengthened. Apparently, the holy water is supposed to heal you until coronavirus came. You know what I mean? Coronavirus came, we got to drain the pools because you might get the coronavirus for the holy water. You know what I mean? That's your Christian pastor, man. Keep going.
Chapter 1, neither have ye healed that which was sick.
Right, brothers and sisters have all types of demons on them. The Christian pastor puts more on them, man. You understand? You supposed to go to the man of the Lord to get the demons off of you, man. To heal yourself from the sickness. But the Christian pastor just sends you out 2 times worse than you was before, man.
Right.
You understand? Now you thinking it's okay to rock with them, and you don't even think that you got a problem no more, man. You understand? That's what your Christian pastor do. But in the I.S.U.P.K, we gonna get them demons off of you, man. You know what I mean? All the counsel you need to make sure you get them demons off, but we gonna make sure they get off of you, man. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep going.
Chapter 1, neither have ye bound up that which was broken. Neither have ye brought again that which was driven away.
Right, you understand? You're supposed to bound up the problems in the black community, man. You're supposed to fix the problems in the black community. You're supposed to fix the black family. You're supposed to fix the brothers and the sisters, man. You understand? We was driven away. You're supposed to gather us back together, man. Instead, you want to gather us with the oppressor. Rather than fixing black people problems and gathering black people together, you want to bring us all together to worship our oppressor, man. You understand? Keep going.
Chapter 1, neither have ye sought that which was lost, but with force and with cruelty have ye ruled them.
And that's how they roll over the black, Hispanic, and Native American community, man. With cruelty, no remorse, not no type of sympathy caring about black people, man. You understand? That's your Christian pastor, man. They are not fit to be the black leaders, man. But it's about time that we realize that the Christian pastors is not fit to be over us, man.
Right.
We should not be listening to the Christian pastors. This is where it done got us. It done got us in 2020 marching with the oppressor and still getting hung. You understand? People telling me, oh, well, racism is dying. Racism don't exist that much no more. You know what I mean? Oh, everybody getting better. Oh, it's the old people that's racist. The new people is not racist no more. Meanwhile, 5 people are still getting hanged. 5 brothers and sisters are still getting hanged in 2020. You understand? Meanwhile, brothers are still getting shot during the whole protest. You would think that, you know what I mean, the cops seeing where everything is going on and all this protest, that they will lay low. That they will, try to chill out for at least a while. Let things die down. No, they don't give a damn, man. They still murdering. And if they can't, when they realize that, damn, I may have to be held accountable for what I do, they quit and resign the police force, man. You mean to tell me that they so hungry to kill black people that when they might get accountable for wrongful doings to black people, they got to resign. They say, no, it's not worth it. That shows that goes to show you that they joined the police force to beat up on black people, man.
Right.
To destroy and to kill black people. That's what they joined the force for, man. You understand? Keep going. Is that it on that? Keep going.
Psalm 1, verse 5. And they were scattered because there is no shepherd.
Right, you
And
understand?
they became meat to all.
Keep going.
Psalm 1, and they became meat to all the beasts of the field when they were scattered.
Right, and that's what happens, man. That's what's happening to black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, man. Still to this day. Becoming meat for all the beasts of the field, all the other nations that can just prey on us, man. You understand? Steal our resources, come in the black community, set up shop, and get all the money from black people. And not give a dime back to the black community. You understand? But that's because of your Christian pastor. That's because of people like Martin Luther King, man. You understand? That's because you want to know what destroyed black businesses. Martin Luther King and your Christian pastor destroyed black businesses, man.
Right.
You understand? Because they so much wanted to be with white people and go to white businesses that they suffer. They sacrifice black businesses as the cause, man. You understand? You can blame your Christian pastor for that. Because it was one time where you ain't had nobody but to shop with black people, man. And that's how it should have stayed. You understand? Drop that. Give me John 8:44. Time check. We're doing good on time. Give me John 8:44. I know we all know this one. Go ahead.
It's the book of John, chapter 8, verse 44. Ye are of your father, the devil.
Right. It says, ye are of your father, the devil. What is it talking about when it says, ye are of your father, the devil? Is this talking about, a red man in the earth that a lot of people like to call the devil?
Salam here, sir.
Go ahead.
Is it talking about the spirit of oppressor?
Right, exactly, man. This is telling your Christian pastor that they have the same spirit as our oppressors, man. You understand? You are of your father, the devil, man. It calls the white man, your Christian pastor's spiritual father, man, because that's what they take after. That's where they get their orders from, man. You understand? They are in cahoots with the oppressor to destroy black people, man. You understand? You look at any main thing that the oppressor came up to destroy black people. The first thing that they had in mind was to use the Christian pastors to pacify us, to make sure it's okay. Like Planned Parenthood. You understand? Hold your peace 1 second. Like Planned Parenthood. Margaret Sanger said in her bio when she came up with Black Parenthood to be eugenics on black people, to use the Christian pastors as a means to get us to think that it's okay to have abortions, man.
Right.
You understand? She said that. She says we need the Christian pastors to let them know it's okay to go get abortions, man. And you know what your Christian pastor did? Especially Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King said that he actually liked her, that she was one of his idols, man. What kind of nonsense is that, man? You understand? They know to get the Christian pastor to pacify us, to get us to think it's okay, and to sweep it under the rug as we get destroyed by astronomical rate, man. You understand? Right. You said something, Slack. You said something, Malaquat?
Son. If I could, when they say right there too, you are your father, right? Like, could it also be worded like, well, you know what I'm saying, breaking it down in a way of sense, like, you know how we pray to the Most High, you know what I'm saying? But they look at these boys there, you know what I'm saying? That red man, you know what I'm saying? That Edomite, they look at him as not only Jesus, but they look at him as God. Is it also like, could you break it down by saying that too? Like, that's another reason why they consider that's their father, because, like, technically, we praying to the Most High. Y'all praying to that white man. Like,
right, they worship the white man. You understand? That's what they think is God, man. That's their God. That's their father. Damn right, man. You understand? They are their father, the devil, man. That's what they look up to. Not a black man named Yahushua in the Hebrew. They look up to Caesar Borgia, man. They look up to the oppressor, man. You understand? That's damn right. Keep going on that verse, though. Right, in the lust
He
of
was
your
a
father
murderer.
ye will do. Showing you that they follow after the oppressor, man. They doing what the oppressor wants them to do, which is destroy black people, man. They have their hands in it. You understand? You would think in your mind that you being black, you would feel some type of way about black people being destroyed, but they don't give a damn, man. That shows you how cruel they is, man. How cold they is. How evil they is, man. There's no way you should think about yourself in your own pockets enough to where you'll just destroy your people. It's some lines you just can't cross, man. You understand? So you even the people out and even brothers out in the world know that there's certain lines that don't cross. You know what I mean? We got all type of brothers out in the world that they'll smoke weed. You know what I mean? They'll do whatever they do that's wicked. All they type of deviances that they love, but they'll know not to do something that'll hurt black people. But your Christian pastor don't know that, man. He have no bounds, no limits, man. He'll destroy black people at the cost of, you know what I mean? He'll destroy black people just to get some money, man. You understand? Keep going.
He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth.
Right, it says he was a murderer from the beginning, talking about the oppressor. What does it mean by saying the oppressor was a murderer from the beginning?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
When Cain killed his brother Abel out of jealousy.
Right, damn right. The white man got the spirit of Cain, man. And we think that we can get along with them. He killed his own brother, man. That's the spirit of the white man. But yet we listening to our Christian pastors thinking that one day we can get along with them. You understand? Keep going.
Because there is no truth in him.
Right, and he abode not in the truth because there is no truth in him, man. You can't change how the white man thinks, man. You can't change how the oppressor acts. There's no truth in him. It's not in him to care about black people, Hispanic people, Native Americans. So let's stop going to the oppressor to act like one day get them to care about us. Why don't we just start caring about ourselves, man? You understand? Why don't we start just loving ourselves and working on ourselves? You understand? We think that the white man is so powerful that we got to get the white man to fight the white man. Not realizing that we can fight him ourselves by just separating from him.
Right.
You understand? That's the Christian pastors doing, man. The Christian pastors done took all the strength out of the black community to where now we act like we just gotta have the oppressor to fight against the oppressor. You understand? We always did that since the Black Panthers, you know what I mean, Martin Luther King, anybody. But you know one thing we never did was decide to come together and just separate from him, man. You understand? Now is the time to do that. Go ahead.
It's so heavy what you're bringing out now, Arwan, because one of the things that have really just been eating me up is seeing how we are marching and chanting, hands up, don't shoot, or I can't breathe. We're begging the white man, the oppressor, for our own lives. I will never beg another man. I will never go to my oppressor and beg him for my life. He's not going to come to me and take my life before I take his. You know, I'm going to fight. I'm not going to go and beg to the person who's killing me. Why would I beg to the criminal to stop killing me?
Right, damn right, man. You understand? And that's what your Christian pastor will want you to do. Beg, hands up, don't shoot. You know how weak that is, man? You understand? That's exactly what the brother said, man. That's what we doing. We going to the oppressor and begging them to not kill us. We don't realize you give him all the power to kill you, man. That's what he wants. When a cop pull you over, he don't want you to fight back. He wants you to beg for your life so he can feel even more powerful when he do kill you, man. That's what he wants, man. You understand?
Slocky, sir.
Go ahead.
That's how they get off. They
Right.
get off on that.
Right, damn right. That's how they get off, man. You understand? That makes them feel more powerful. That when they pull you over, you frantic, you scared, you begging. It make them feel more powerful, man. That they totally in control of you. You understand? But that's weak to do, man. You understand? Keep reading this verse.
When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own. For he is a liar and the father of it.
Right, and that's the oppressor, man. When he speak of a lie, he speak of his own lie, because he's the father of lies, man. And your Christian pastor follows right after him, man. You understand? A damn liar, man. You understand? God don't love. One of the main things that they lied about is that God loves everybody, man. If black people just knew this alone, we would be able to fix we'll be able to fix the problems in the black community. If we knew this alone, that God hates white people, man, and He loves black people. You understand? Somebody, as a matter of fact, somebody pull 2nd Esdras 5:23. We're gonna start at verse 23 in the Apocrypha. 2nd Esdras 5:23 in the Apocrypha, because that's one of the main things that the Christian pastors done lied about that played into the destruction of black people, man. Telling us that God loves everybody, that all we got to do is continue to love. You can have a race of people, you can have a nation of people destroying and murdering us, and the only thing that we can do is love them back. How does that even make sense? If you got somebody murdering you, the only solution is to love them back? You gotta think about it. If somebody came in your house and killed your children in front of you, the solution is to love that person that killed your children? Because that's what's going on. The cops is killing our young men. They killing brothers, man. And the only solution is we gotta love them. We gotta forgive them. We gotta get them a hug. You know what I mean? And oh, well, I hope they come over to God. I hope I hope Jesus open up their eyes. And like, what type of nonsense is that, man? We the only people that do that. The white man don't do that. Damn sure don't do that.
Right.
Chinese man wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? The Japanese man, Arabs definitely ain't doing it. But black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, when it comes to us, that's the only solution that we got to do. March with the ones that's killing us, man. You understand? Somebody got that in the Apocrypha? Because God don't love everybody, man. And this is one of the main things that we need to know. This is one of the main things that black, Hispanic, and Native Americans need to get out of their mind. You understand? Somebody got that? Go ahead.
Wait. Let me go here. Off the water. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 5, verse 23. And said, O Lord, that bearest rule of every wood of the earth, and of all the trees thereof, thou hast chosen thee, one only vine.
Right, now we're going to get into the Lord and how the Lord has a favorite, man. You know what I mean? Lord has a favorite. This is what a lot of people don't know. Lord has a favorite of everything, man.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? This go deep, man. The Lord has a favorite of everything. You understand? Read that again.
This is 2nd Esdras chapter 5, verse 23. And said, O Lord, that bearest rule of every wood of the earth, and of all the trees thereof, thou hast chosen thee, one only vine.
Right, you understand? The Lord bears rule, man. He rules over everything. And out of every wood, we know the Lord made wood. You know what I mean? He made all the trees thereof. But out of all the wood and the trees, you know what's his favorite one? The vine, man. You understand? The Lord got a favorite tree. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 24. And of all the lands of the whole world, thou hast chosen thee one pit. And of all the flowers thereof, one lily.
Right, so out of all the lands thereof, you know what I mean? Out of all the land of the world, he chosen one, which is one pit, man. You understand? He chose one pit. He got a favorite pit, a favorite land. You understand? Which we know is Jerusalem. And out of all the flowers, you know what I mean? You got all types of flowers. Roses, you know, we like roses the most. You know, more than likely, black people like, or people in general, like roses as the favorite flower. You know what I mean? Or, you know what I mean? All types of, you know, flowers that black people like. But you know what the Lord like? The Lord likes the lily. So you know what I like? I like the lily too.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? I like what the
Damn
Lord
right.
like.
Damn right.
But out of all the flowers, the Lord likes the lily, man. Over the roses. You know what I mean? Women, you should want lilies from now on, not roses. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
So you want me to go to verse 25?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Verse 25. And of all the depths of the sea, thou hast filled thee one river.
Right, which river is that? Go ahead.
The Jordan.
Right, the Jordan River, man. The Lord got a favorite river. You understand? Keep going.
And of all builded cities, thou hast hallowed Zion unto thyself.
Right, and he got a favorite city, man. You know what I mean? We in Atlanta, so a lot of our favorite city might be Atlanta, but my favorite city is Zion. You know what I mean? The Lord got a favorite city, man. The Lord has a favorite everything, man. You understand? But here we are. We thought God loves all. God loves everything equal. But the Lord got down to a flower, a river, a city. You know what I mean? Keep going. This is where it get good.
Verse 26. And of all the fowls that are created, thou hast named thee one dove.
Right. Out of all the fowls of the airs, he like one, which is the dove, which is I think would be the pigeon, right? Pigeon today.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So a lot of people like, I don't know what type of birds people like. You know what I mean? Parrots. You know what I mean? Parakeets.
Sorry, sir.
Go ahead.
The so-called turtle dove.
Right, you know what I mean? Which would be a pigeon today. But the Lord liked the pigeon, man. You understand? Out of all the birds, the Lord's favorite bird is a pigeon, the dove, man. You understand? Keep going.
And of all the cattle that are made, thou hast provided thee one sheep.
Right, and out of all the cattle, the Lord's favorite cattle is sheep, man. That's why he referred to us as sheep. You understand? That's the Lord's favorite cattle, sheep. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 27. And among all the multitudes of people, thou hast gotten thee one people.
Right, and out of all the multitude of the people, the Lord done chose one people, man. You understand? This is something that your Christian pastor need to teach Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. There's a multitude of people, but there's only one people that the Lord loves, man. There's only one people that the Lord chose, which we know is Israelites, man. Right. The Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, man. You understand? God don't love everybody. If we got that out of our mind, that alone will fix the problems in the Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans.
Right.
If we just realize just alone that God don't love everybody. That God never meant for us to be joined hand in hand and being together, man. You understand? Keep going.
And unto this people whom thou lovest, thou gavest a law that is approved of all.
Right, you understand? To this people, we was given the law, man, that's approved of all, man. And that's that law that we got to follow. That's another thing that the Christian pastor need to teach. Not only does God love this people, only one people, which is Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, but he loved them enough to give them a law that must be followed, man. Not something that was done away with. You understand? That's the key right there to fix the Black, Hispanic, and Native American community right there, man. You understand? Somebody drop that and give me Hebrews 12 and 16. Give me Hebrews 12 and 16, man. You understand? Because it's nonsense to keep having black people join hand in hand with the oppressor, man. You understand? People got to realize that there's no amount of forgiving or forgiveness that the oppressor could do to be forgiven, man. You understand? Like, oppressor, in his mind, they want to march and be in a bit Black Lives Matter march to act. They really asking for forgiveness for what their ancestors did, man. They using this as a means to be like, well, you can't blame me for slavery no more because I marched with the Black Lives Matter. Right. That was my ancestors. I'm with the black people. You know what I mean? Holding up the white fist, but want to be a black fist. You know what I mean? Like, that don't even make sense. You hold up black power to fist. It's not black power because your hand white. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But they want to march with black people to ask for forgiveness for what they did for their ancestors, man. But that ain't the way to do it. As a matter of fact, according to the Bible, white people can't repent.
Yeah, right.
White people cannot repent for what they did, man. They must pay. There is no repenting that the white people can do. You know, you got a lot of Christian pastors that's trying to tell the white person, "Oh, repent for what y'all did. Repent." If they read the Bible, they would know white people can't repent, man.
Right.
It's impossible for you to for the white person to be forgiven for what they did. It's impossible for them to repent. They must pay for what they did, man. And that's what we need to realize. So we not marching with them to you know what I mean, so they can feel like they can find a way to be forgiven, man. You understand? Somebody still got to pay for the slavery, man. I don't give a damn how many white people march. Somebody still has to pay for the slavery. And the prime candidate is the whole white race, man. You understand? Somebody got that from me? Hebrews 12 and 16? Go ahead.
Book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator, a profane person, as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
Right, you understand? I mean, unless there be any fornicator or profane person, that's what the Bible called Esau. A profane person, man. You understand? Who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. That's who you trying to ask for forgiveness for. Somebody that'll sell his birthright for a morsel of meat, uncooked meat, man. You understand? Something wrong with them. You understand? You got to know that there's no way you can ask these people will ever, you know what I mean, get along or one day accept you or anything if they are willing to sell their own birthright, man. You understand? Keep going. Go ahead.
It's so heavy when you're bringing this out because it really puts in a perspective or a picture that of just how foul that Esau is and how much they just don't give a damn, and it's not possible that they could give up their birthright for some uncooked meat. That lets you know that they think that we ain't shit. Salakia.
Right, damn right, though. Damn right, man. You understand? That for just a piece of meat, man. Yeah, you can have my birthright. Yeah. I'm just supposed to be inheriting the promise. You know what I mean? I'm supposed to be inheriting everything that God gave me, but you know, it's a hell with it. You know what I mean? I'm hungry. Like, what type of nonsense is that, man? You understand? But that's why it's telling us to not be like that and not be joined to a person like that. You understand? Keep reading. Read the next verse.
Verse 17. For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing,
right. So stop
rejected.
Right there. So after he sold his birthright, when he would have inherited the blessing, keep going.
He was rejected.
Right. Esau was rejected, man. So if the Lord rejected Esau, who is us to accept him, man? Mm-hmm. Are we greater than the Lord that now we can accept the white man? No. You understand? The Lord rejected him. He should be rejected from us too, man.
Damn right.
That means separate from them. Keep going.
So he found no place of repentance.
Right. He found no place of repentance, man. The white man cannot repent. There is no place. It's right here in the Bible. He found no place to repent. The white man cannot repent, man. There's no place to repent. Keep going.
Though he sought it carefully with tears.
Right. Though we sought it carefully with tears. They can try to find it as much as they want. You know what I mean? That goes for a lot of the black people that be like, well, not all white people the same. Some white people actually care about black people. You know, some white people, they actually, you know, see what's going on and they don't agree with it. And it don't matter how much they try to, you know, find that repentance and start to care about black people. It ain't nowhere to find it, man. Right. You can't, man. You understand? Because they still partook in the destruction of the black, Hispanic, and Native American community, man. You understand? They not giving up their white privilege. They not giving up their land. They not giving up their money. You understand? Keep going. I mean, Salakia. You said Salakia?
Concert. Isn't there a verse, I'm paraphrasing, but I'll let you know what this verse is, that speaks on how it's vain of them to hope for such a salvation or something like that, sir?
You have to pull it. I'm pretty sure it is, but I'm not sure which one you're talking about. If you could pull it or somebody know, you can pull it, and we'll get it later.
Verse 18. For ye are not come unto the mount that might be touched, and that burn with fire, nor unto blackness, and darkness, and tempest.
Right, you understand? Read that again.
Verse 18. For ye are not come unto the mount that might be touched, and that burn with fire.
Right, we're not supposed to be going to be with the white man. You understand? We're not supposed to be desiring to be you know what I mean, warped together, holding hands with the oppressor, man. You understand? Keep going.
On one God, and that burn with fire, nor unto blackness, and darkness, and tempest.
Because that's what happened. When you wanted to join with the white man, the destruction comes, man. When we want to get with the oppressor, that's when destruction will come, man. That's when we will be destroyed. Keep going.
On one God, verse 19. And the sound of the trumpet, and the voice of words, which voice they that heard entreated that the word should not be spoken to them anymore.
Right, you can drop that. Give me let me see. Give me what I want. I'm trying to find this verse real quick. If somebody got a question? Anybody got any questions?
Salaki, sir. I had that verse, I believe, the young man
Go ahead.
was talking about that Jeremiah chapter 3 and verse 30. Salaki, Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 23. Truly, in vain is salvation hoped for from the hills and from the multitude of mountains. Truly, in the Lord, our power is the salvation of Israel.
Okay, was that the one you was talking about? I think that's talking about something different. Read up above that. Read above that, like two verses.
Okay, sir. Verse 21. A voice was heard upon the high places, weeping, and supplications of the children of Israel, for they have perverted their way, and they have forgotten the Lord their power.
Right, that's Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, man. You understand? We don't forgot the Lord. You know what I mean? We want to trust in the oppressor. We want to trust in our enemies, man. We don't want to trust in the Lord. We don't want to follow the Lord. You understand? We see what's going on, but we want to smoke weed too much. You know what I mean? We want to, sleep with other brothers' women too much. We want to eat pork too much, man. You understand? We trust in the oppressor, and that's why we in these conditions that we're in. Keep going.
Verse 22. Return, ye backsliding children.
Right, and that's the solution, man. To return back to the Lord, man. To separate and serve our power, man. To serve our God, man. Which is the God of the world, man. You understand? The God of the earth. The most high. You understand? Keep going.
And I will heal your backslidings.
Right, and the Lord said he will heal it, man. If we return to the Lord, everything will be healed, man. You got to understand, the Lord is the one that let the white man out the cage, man. He can easily put him back in if we return to the Lord, man. Instead, we wanna, pray to the Lord about joining in with the white man. You know what I mean? We want to go to the white man and hope that one day he'll, consider us equal and be joined in with him. When really, all we do is have to return to the Lord, and we can be over the white man. You understand? Keep going.
Behold, we come unto thee, for thou art the Lord our power.
Right, and now is the time, man. Now is the time to come into the I.S.U.P.K. and come back to the Lord, man. You understand? Because we are getting to the end. Keep going.
Verse 23. Truly in vain is salvation hoped for from the hills.
Right, it says, truly in vain is salvation hoped for from the hills. Anybody know what that's talking about? Go ahead.
After getting the proper context, is he saying that hoping for salvation from the hills, meaning in the high places with the oppressor?
Right, you understand? Meaning you hoping for salvation from the oppressor, from the white man. You understand? You hoping that eventually the white man's going to wake up and just be like, you know what, I've been treating black people bad. Let's go ahead and free them. Let's go ahead and, make them equal to us. That's what it's talking about, man. We hoping that we going to the oppressor and holding hands in the marches with the oppressor, hoping that they're going to be the ones to deliver us. They're going to be the ones to give us salvation. You know what I mean? We not counting on we marching and doing the Black Lives Matter movement to go vote for another devil, man. You know what I mean? Hoping that, okay, well, we vote this time, we get Donald Trump out of office, then things is going to change. Then things are going to get better. That's what it is. It's in vain to hope from the hills, to hope from these other nations that they're going to save us, that they're going to get us out of these conditions, man. Keep going.
And from the multitude of mountains, truly and the Lord our power is the salvation of Israel.
Right. Only way we gonna get saved is through the Lord, man. You understand? The Lord, which is our power, our God, man. That's how we gonna get salvation. Go ahead.
I really feel like up to this day, I mean, for black people, just to this day, to sit there and speak that they still want to be equal to the white man. They want to fight for equality. I mean, it just really saying that you want to be equal as a wicked as bastard is to this day. I mean, why would you want to be equal if you know he the wickedest devil on the earth? Why would you want to be equally wicked to the wickedest bastard on the earth? I mean, I know I've been quiet all class. I had about 2 hours I can take. I'm sorry. I'm starting putting out, so I can say.
Hey, ain't no sweat, but you damn right, man. You know what I mean? After all the murdering, the robbing, and the killing that they done did to us, we just want to be equal to them. That's gonna be enough. That's gonna pay back everything that they did if they just make us equal. You know what I mean? It makes no sense, man. You understand? But was that the verse you was looking for, or was it another verse? I think you was looking for another one.
One concept, that was actually the verse that I was thinking of.
Oh, okay, it was? All right. Anybody got any questions? Any other questions? What time is it? I'm probably close class, so anybody got any questions?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
It's not on topic, but it's in the book of Genesis, chapter 33.
All right.
Chapter 33, verse 4.
All right. Somebody read that for me?
4 and 5.
Come on, sir.
Go ahead.
The book of Genesis, chapter 33, verse 4. And Esau ran to meet him and embraced him and fell on his neck and kissed him, and they wept.
All right. And what was your question about this?
Like, is he meeting his brother? I know before in 32, it was saying that he feared because he knew Esau was coming to see him, that his brother was coming to town.
So you saying is this?
And I was just trying to get an understanding of like, why are they meeting again? And why did Esau and Jacob meet in this scripture?
Right. I believe this is after their father died. I gotta review it, but I believe this is after their father died. So after their father died, you know what I mean, they gotta get together and bury him. So they was meeting together again after that. But I gotta double check on that. So you know what I mean. Don't hold me on that. I'll have that. Somebody, you go ahead.
I think what she's trying to figure out is before Jacob met with his brother Esau, he wrestled with the angel. And you know, he wrestled with him all night, and when the sun came up, he asked the angel for a blessing. And he said, you know, let me go because the sun is up, not till you bless me. So him fighting this angel to show that, you know, he was worthy of having his name changed and to have that courage to you know, conquer his brother just in case something was to go down. Because before he wrestled with the angel, he was afraid because, you know, like Otto One was saying, when Jacob led out of when he led from Esau because he was about to kill him, you know, by him getting that spirit of courage from that angel gave him, you know, the strength to face Esau. And before you know it, you know, he wasn't going to kill him after a while. He was just happy to see him. So
okay, yeah, I'm about to double check on that. I'll have it confirmed, you know what I mean, next week. In class, I just had to double check on that. I just reread over it. It's been a minute since I read that. Anybody else got another question?
It's like you, sir. We had some people online. They didn't have any questions. It doesn't look like. But I don't know if we need to sign them in.
Yeah, just sign them in. You can sign them in on this shit right here. Anybody got a question? Anybody else got another question? Now's your time. It don't got to be on topic.
Watch it, sir.
This one right here. Go ahead.
Not a question, sir. Just once again, more of a comment. It's an excellent breakdown for the times that we're in. And once again, going back to the fact that the Christian leaders, the pastors, are not teaching this because they are dumb dogs and they know nothing of how to deal with it. It's so on time right now because even with my mother being a Christian, she has said several times in speaking to myself or to my father, why haven't the pastor said anything? And of course I don't say anything to her, but it's because they can't, because they're dumb dogs.
Right, damn right. You know what I'm saying? Your Christian pastor don't say nothing because they know if they say anything, it's going to hurt their pockets. It's going to hurt their money, man. All they care about is their damn money. So that's damn right. You know what I mean? Anybody else got a question before I go ahead and pass the class off?
Shalom, yes, sir.
Go ahead.
I just want to kind of weigh in on what you were saying earlier, you know, how heavy it was when you were breaking down that all the different things that God said, you know, he got favors that he liked, that he favored over others, you know, from, you know, the nation Israel, from type of flower that he liked, what river that he liked, what bird that he liked, you know, it just his judgment, you know, and when you judge is a way that you relate yourself to something or someone or something, you know. And for Christians to their day to, you know, I tell Christians, I tell my family, I tell my, you know, my friends and stuff, you know, how they always throwing up that you can't pass judgment on nobody and stuff like that. You can't judge anybody. And I tell them all the time, you know, you judge your mate, you judge your husband or your wife or who you want to be with. You pass judgment on your friends about who is a friend and who's not a friend. I mean, it's the way you relate yourself to someone or something. You know, relationship, and you know, it's just like they trip over their own foot when they can't, you know, when you can't comprehend that. And like you were saying, is when we come together and realize that God really got favored, and that you really, as a human being, can judge a situation or judge a relationship with somebody, we can know that God judged separately and he judged nations as well. And we as a people, we got that right to do the same thing. So that's all I want to say.
Right. Damn right. You understand? And even with judging, you know what I mean? The Bible say that we actually can judge people, man. You understand? Because in a Christian mind, they think that when you say you can't judge them, meaning that, like they'll say, oh, well, you can't judge me, only God can judge me. You know what I mean? Well, it's a difference between judging. Judging someone is just telling them what they're doing is wrong, man. You can tell them what to do with what they're doing is wrong. How else are you going to warn them from destruction that's going to come? You understand? Now, when the Lord judge you, it's going to be death. You understand? Now, we're not putting people to death, so we're not judging people, you know what I mean? But we can tell people what they're doing wrong, man. How else is a homosexual going to stop being a homosexual unless he know it's wrong? You understand? How is somebody going to stop smoking weed unless they know smoking weed is wrong? You understand? But, that, you know, that's just some Christian mumble jumble that they say. Anybody else got any questions before I go ahead and pass the class off? All right, no sweat. I'm going to go ahead and pass the class. Oh, somebody got, go ahead.
Yeah, kind of. I had a question about Matthew 5 and 25. I was wondering if this could be used as a precept to how we supposed to handle ourselves when it comes to dealing with the cops.
Read it.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 25. Agree with thine adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison.
Okay, yeah, you can use this as a precept for that. But then, you know, every situation is different. You know what I'm saying? So if a cop is trying to incriminate you and lying on you, of course you don't want to agree with him. You know what I mean? But, you know what I'm saying? If you get pulled over by the cops and they ask for your ID, you know, give them the ID. Yeah, agree with them. Give them the ID. You know what I mean? You don't want to be like, well, why you pull me? Just give them the ID. You ain't doing nothing wrong. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you see a lot of videos of people, where brothers seem like they get themselves in trouble because they want to, you know what I mean? Now, they might be doing right, but, you know what I'm saying? Why cause yourself some trouble? So, yeah, you could use that as a precept. All right, anybody got any other questions? I'm going to pass the class off to Officer Yahanna.